Uh, so it's the what is it? The 22nd of January. My blog presentation's tomorrow, and I've just written my reflection blog, sort of the evaluation of how it's going, and I just thought it'd be nice to put a little video on as well about it. Um, so overall, I'd probably say I'm probably behind a little bit in terms of progression. Um, Part of that, as I've said in the blog, is because I've constantly been changing the set list. Um, it's almost unrecognizable from the first draft one that I did. But that's okay, because sort of as I've been working on stuff, I've realised that maybe I set the bar too high, um, or that the pieces wouldn't translate well to a performance, with the sort of the the people and the resources that we've got, like too many layers, having to rely too heavily on technology, sort of Ableton and whatnot, which is fair enough to rely on to a point, but when you're relying on it for like three or four of your pieces, it becomes a problem. As I've said in this blog as well, I've made the decision to drop one of my showcases and replace it. Get the Funk Out was it's a really fun song to play, and it's like, yeah, it's really fun. It's difficult, and most of it's not it's difficult but not too difficult. But the guitar solo was just destroying me. It's so hard. Um, I never got more than sort of halfway through the tapping part, which is right at the beginning of the solo. And obviously, if you're gonna take a song to a band to rehearse, you need to be able to play it all the way through yourself, and that wasn't the case with Get the Funk Out. So I sort of made the decision to drop that and replace it with something else, and I've decided to replace it with Purple Rain by Prince, because I have performed the song before and it went well, but I feel that there was more I could have done. I felt that my guitar solo wasn't perfect in there. There wasn't sort of the right amount of energy from all of us on stage. And it was a good performance, but it wasn't. It could have been better. So I thought this time I'd try it out as a frontman rather than just a guitarist, and sing the vocal line as well, which is a challenge, but it's a lot of fun. And putting that performance together is going to be interesting. I'm going to try and do it with a few of the people that were actually in the performance we did last year, so that it's not a big learning curve for everybody, so that some of the people know the song already and can dive straight back into it. The other songs, the two that I sort of started rehearsing in lessons, been caught cheating, but honestly, I'm confident with them. I know I can play them. It's now a case of taking them to the bands, the people that are helping me out in the band, and tightening it all up. What else is there? Angry Young Man and Visa are really, really good. They're going really well. We haven't rehearsed them for a little while as a band because of Christmas break and whatnot, but we left them both in a good spot, and it's a case of sort of tightening everything up now. We've got another person coming in for Visa to play the other guitar line, so I'm going to be dropping lead guitar duties for most of it and going to the rhythm section so that I can help with backing vocals and that sort of thing, for Visa. And Angry Young Man's going really well. I've been working on the backing harmonies in the verse, which is fun, and it's getting that ska strumming pattern really tight, which is getting there now. The prelude part is, I really enjoy playing it, and it's technical but it's fun. And yeah, it's just a case of getting the energy into that performance now and getting it sort of spot on. Um, then what else is there? There's the other new song that I've put in, which was going to be a song called "The Light in the Glass" by Coheed and Cambria, and I knew it anyway, but um, I was looking at the rest of the parts, and it was just a bit. It's a 9 minute long song, and it's quite technical for some of the other parts. It was going to take a lot of work to get it right, so I've chosen another Coheed and Cambria piece. I've chosen "Welcome Home," which I did play in first year, but I didn't do the best of jobs with it. I've come on a long way since then, so I wanted to try it with a full band piece because it's the kind of song that needs a full band in it to really carry across effectively, and it's a big sounding piece, two big guitars, massive drum sound, big driving bass, and then there's a really nice string part in it as well, which can be done on keys, I think. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I need to tighten up the guitar solo in it, but the rest of it's fine. And then it's taking it to the rest of the band again. So yeah, I feel like overall I'm doing okay. I'm slightly behind schedule, but it's getting there, and I'm not worried about getting it all ready for the performances. So yeah, signing off.